Hey guys, Josh here. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, but I know that your Christmas felt somewhat incomplete because you hadn't learned how to tap your bass yet. So let's get started on that. So I'm just going to start us with a really simple but still useful pattern in the key of E minor. And what we're going to do is take a shape and move it through a few different minor and major chords. So there are four chords total, and I'm going to be using my left and right hands together to form the chord. So I'll just play the whole pattern for you, and then we'll go through the chords one at a time. And then again. So this is just in the key of E minor. We've got a major 5 chord in there to tonicize everything. So the first chord is just an E minor chord, and I'm tapping the 12th fret on the E string with my left index finger. Then I'm tapping the 14th fret on the A and D strings to get the 5th and the octave of the E minor chord. And then I'm using my third finger on my left hand to tap the 12th fret of the G string. So I've got E, B, E, G. And the pattern goes left, right, right, left, right, right. Or root, 5th, octave, 3rd, octave, 5th, and then back to the root for the next pattern. So that's just an E minor triad fleshed out a little differently. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking that same structure and the same rhythmic pattern and just moving it through the key of E minor a little bit. So that's our first of 4 chords. Next one is a D major chord. Basically the same shape, except we've got a major 3rd on top instead of minor. So I've got 10th fret on the E string with my left hand, then 12th fret on A and D with my first 2 fingers on my right hand, and then 11th fret with my 3rd finger on the G string. That's a D major chord. Then we're just going to slide that whole thing down 2 frets for C major. Same fingers, same shape. And then again down 1 fret for B major. So it's basically the same shape 4 times, except we've got the minor 3rd on the E minor. So we do that, and then come back up with the C major, the D major, and back to the E minor. So we're just moving through the key of E minor, 1 chord, 7 chord, 6 chord, 5 chord. So this is a really useful pattern. You can do a variety of rhythms with it, and we'll probably talk about that in future videos. But for now, we'll just stick with this. So I'll play it again so that you can follow along, and you can always, go back and rewind and play along with it again, because practice makes practice. All right. Groovy, right? It's really simple, but you can create your own chord progressions using these chord shapes. You'll notice that I'm anchoring my right hand with my thumb on the side of the fingerboard a little bit. That just helps me to have my hand feel a little bit more stable for doing this kind of tapping. That's optional. Just find what works for you. But I like to anchor my thumb there, and preferably keep my fingers floating. I notice sometimes they kind of hook onto the fingerboard also, but best to keep your fingers free in case you need them for shredding. So let's try that again a little bit faster for you shred heads out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do it a little faster again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just one simple pattern you can get started with. And like I said, you can do a lot of rhythmic variations using these same notes. For example, we've been using it as a 6-note pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I could just as easily just do the first 4 notes, depending on what meter I need to fit it into. Or I could turn it into an 8-note pattern. By adding a little 2-1 thing in the right hand at the end there. So there's something to get started with on this lovely day after Christmas, and next time we'll get into some more complex chord stuff you can do.